Remnant GEMZ144, Sister Shay here. I am just doing a little heart-to-heart gem story really quick. The Lord does have me on a rest. He has me on an ordered rest. So I'm just abiding in that, and you may notice that you will feel led to rest as well. Make sure you honor those no matter what. Okay, so I wanted to just share that today is Sunday, August 24th, and the time is it's a little bit before 7 o'clock. And again, the Lord has placed me on a rest, kind of an unexpected rest. So I just want to share in case, you may feel that as well. Do take heed to it and honor it. Okay, rest is a weapon. Rest is a blessing. This is kind of hard to say. Rest is a blessing. It is a weapon of warfare as well. It's a gift as well. Just want to share that, okay? Very, very important. That's in the scriptures. Okay, and I'm just gonna do my quick 1-2 with y'all because I am on a rest, but I just kind of wanted to be able to share this from the rest. So the last time we talked, Remnant, was when I released a video, a testimonial about my visitation with the Spirit of Grace. And it has been all well and great since then. I'm still experiencing and walking in this new grace. It is amazing. I love it. So I just wanted to share that. And again, like I shared in that video, is that I am on a very, very special word. I have a lot of words to release, but there's one in particular. And so I had been completely ready and equipped to do that word. And then kind of out of nowhere, I got a summer cold. And I do not get sick a lot, you guys. I really don't. And not only that, that's what was so surprising is I'm pretty holistic. I do the red cabbage tea. I do honey. I'm into it. I'm on vitamins. I'm the girly girl for that. So for me to get sick, it was really unusual because I am very, very, very proactive. And not only that, I just I hadn't done anything unusual. So when I felt this, I get, especially me because I'm a prophet and because of my mantle, if I do get sick, it's always gonna hit my my throat first. So I didn't have really no voice. And I was like, what? So I was like, man, is this warfare or something? Because everything is good. And I was thinking I had been traveling, and I was just trying to figure out what made me sick. I don't know if you guys do that when you get sick. You're like, who was I around? What happened? Because I was real sick, especially my voice is really sore more than anything. So basically that put me in a space of I had to rest, and I knew that was coming from the Father. Had to rest, even though I was ready to go. So I just want to share with someone, you might be and ready to do something or whatever. But whenever you get a call from the Lord to rest, take heed and honor that. I just want to share. Take heed and honor that for whatever reason. It may be just Him wanting you to trust in that. Even if you're you feel man, I have some things I need to do. I have some deadlines. Still take that at the moment. Take that because no higher word is than the Lord's, okay? So if you hear, if you're knowing you're being told to rest, you have no choice but to rest. Do that. And I want to say this. Rest for the children of God, for the remnant, is a gift. It is a blessing, and it is a weapon of warfare as well. Again, I want to share with someone, rest in the Lord is a gift, and it is a weapon of warfare as well. There was something else I had, but I forgot. But I at least want to share those two things, is that it is a gift and it is a weapon of warfare. Okay? I want to tell you that the Bible talks about there is no rest for the wicked. And I've been hearing that a lot. That's so I know there's something happening behind the scenes and in the spirit. There is no rest for the wicked. So right now I want to share that a lot of the remnant, your enemies do not have rest. They are scattered. They are fumbling around in the dark, and they have no rest. So if the Lord just unexpectedly tells you just rest, and you get like a little cold and you don't never get sick, God is like showing out in a way, I feel, because everybody else has to do this, that, and the third to stay afloat or whatever. But imagine like when you see Jesus like was on the waves and he was resting. Okay, it's a demonstration. I feel I'm just sharing like right now. I really didn't think I was supposed to come to the mic right now, but I am. I'm just sharing like off like the spirit. Okay. And so this is very important, you guys. Rest is a weapon of warfare as well as a blessing. It's a two-edged sword. You don't know why he's telling you to do that. And not only that, I do know because it's almost the month of September. I love this month. I do. I love this season. I do. I love autumn. I love it. This season, if you're a remnant, you're chosen, you know that this is a season of ramp up. It's here. And I know it, you know it. And so he may be telling you just get things ready, but still rest in him. You don't have to, completely be idle, of course. We don't eat idleness, the bread of idleness, like it says in Proverbs 31. But it will be just a different slow pace. And I heard him like today telling me, hey, like just slow down. Cause like this was like the first day I'm feeling like more better. But he's saying like you're still in rest. And I prayed about it today, and I have the time that it happened. And so I was feeling better today. So I've been active all day, but still at a steady pace. So here, okay, let me start here. After my last word, I got a summer cold, and which was really weird. Like I said, number one, because I am very, very active. And when I say active, like I'm proactive, I'm very much into teas, herbals. I love that type of stuff. Love it, love it, love it. And so it was just really weird. And then number two is that I had just ordered a brand new bed just because I got blessed with it. And I had literally had it delivered the day like I was sick. So it was right on time. Okay. See how that works out? Okay. If you're looking for a sign, the Lord will be giving you signs just naturally. But I had just needed a new bed, and I had it delivered, and it was comfortable. But like I was glued to this bed for like 3 days because I was genuinely sick, like blowing my nose like forever. Like it was just genuinely sick. And so I'm like, can we watch a movie, with the Lord? And I let him pick out my movies. Walking with the Lord is amazing, I don't let people tell me what I can and cannot watch, but I naturally, when you're filled with the Spirit, you're going to, be led by the Spirit, So I just will say that. So I'm, naturally bedbound, and I'm having to rest. I have to rest. And then, here was my other confirmation. The confirmation was I'm subscribed to like a couple of rabbis. And even the rabbis had made a whole video about rest. And I was scrolling on the internet, and I said, that's interesting. And that hadn't been in his normal topics. So I thought that was very interesting. So that was confirmation for me that a rabbi was, preaching and made a whole video about rest. So that was a confirmation. And again, I know that it makes sense in the whole grand scheme, and the timeline is that the season we're literally coming into, I know there's the biblical, New Year coming up as well. There's a new, season, a new moon right now. Is that new moon? Right. Yeah, it's a new moon. Very powerful times. So you may feel the Lord urge you to just rest. Even if you have schedules popping off, you got things already planned, you may notice there be a mantle to rest. It may be an unexpected rest. Take heed and honor it. There's a reason for it. You may feel like, man, this is a delay. Don't look at it in the natural. Look at it in the spiritual. There's a reason for that. And in addition to that, I'm a prayer warrior. And so when I pray, especially in the mornings, I pray very early, if you don't know, the Lord told me, what was it? Let me see. He's been sharing the word, the scripture's been coming to me. Let me just put it like that, there's no rest for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. Do you know that there are people just people will envy you because you get to rest when they cannot rest because they have not entered into God's rest? Hello? I need you to hear that and tap in. We're not talking about idleness, and we're not talking about laziness. We're talking about divine rest. Okay? And so in combination, when I get a word, it's a combo. It's literally a whole effect. It's a combo. It usually happens in my natural life. Then there's like a word that confirms it, a high word, and then there's just literal manifestations. I got a bed, my bed got delivered. I think it was on sale. It was a blessing. I had a new bed. I got sick though, so I had to rest. It's a word, okay? Then it also matches with the timeline that we're getting into. We're going into a very, very busy season. So this might be the last time you have to really, I like this word, lace up your shoes, lace up your sneakers, lace up your boots. This might be the little bit time left. You have to just the finishing bells and whistles, I feel led to say, okay? Do that as you're resting. Also, I just felt led to just say, it's a season of transition. They're talking about people, people get sick in these seasons. So maybe it's a good time to stock up on your medicines, your teas, to take extra care. If you feel led to, walk around with an extra mask, do so. Whatever the Lord tells you to do. If you're on a high public place and you're like, I'm just going to carry an extra mask or scarf as a backup, do that. It's okay. And not only that, people live very, very wild lives now. And so I know I have a friend, she's always she just lives a very wild life. And I know that. And I wouldn't say friend, but an acquaintance. And I like to talk to her, but you got to be mindful, if you're in close quarters, whatever, when we were traveling on the bus, I know she lives a little bit of a wild life, or, just whatever that means. Or she's active with her partner a lot, and they're just, just whatever that is. You don't need people just, talking to you real close and, just particles flying, things like that, just being you guys, you know what I mean? And so you don't have time to play like that. So that's a gem, but it's just a very natural gem, you know what I mean? Just a practical gem. That's what I was trying to say. Just some practical things as well, okay? So you just might want to prep yourself, have some soups, teas, whatever. I didn't have any medicines on hand, so I had to go get all of that. Just to get by, I needed Mucinex, and I just got some NyQuil or Dayquil or whatever. Didn't need it all, but it's just good to have some stuff. So if anybody in your household gets sick, you guys are not just having to drag yourself out while you're really sick like I did. So anyways, that happened. So that's a practical gem. And then I want to say, we're getting ready for a very busy season. So the Lord might be telling you to rest for the month of September. And the season we're in, we're right there. So that might be a reason he's telling you to rest. And then I think I just want to share this verse really quick. Today, when I said, Lord, do you want me to do X, Y, and Z? I can do it. I felt like in my own, I could manage it. Like I could do this thing that I know I'm about to do. And it was exactly at 4:03. And I do have the attachment. It's that I pulled up. I looked at my kitchen clock and it was 4:03 today. And just so happens, because I had set that at the moment, I did look up 4:03 in the Strong's Concordance. So I'm going to pull it up again because I'm recording with you guys. 4:03 Strong's Concordance. And what do you know? When I literally asked the Lord about this, it literally meant, if you want to pull up, or I'm going to pull it up for you guys, 4:03 Strong's Concordance. It means refreshing, relief, rest, the 3 R's. Isn't that beautiful? And that is I feel like this is the Greek. This is the Greek, 4:03 Strong's Greek. The word is anasusis, not too sure. But yeah, let me see the phonetic spelling. Let's just see. Anapsuxis. This is a Greek word, I believe. Anapsuxis. Anapsuxis. Okay. So again, remember, I had that, I said this prayer at 4:03. I was in my kitchen and I was acknowledging the Lord. And I said, I can do this if you want me to do it. And I looked at my clock and it was 4:03. And I felt led to look up 4:03. And the word was literally, rest, relief, refreshing. So there we go. I got sick, had to lay down, got a new bed, got a word today. The season is coming that it's about to be very, very busy. So be prepared. Take this last time to lace up your tennis shoes, your runners. That's a prophetic word I want to give. And remember that rest is a gift, but it's also warfare. It is a weapon. It's a powerful tool. Okay, we see Jesus rested. He took time for himself. He often, after, he was preaching with the masses, you would see Jesus retreat on a boat. He was resting when they had all those crazy waves. And they were like, why are you sleeping, master? Don't you see that we perish? Rest is a weapon of warfare. Remember, I also kept saying in the morning, I was hearing, there's no rest for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. Okay, right now, your enemies, remnant, cannot get any rest. They can't sleep at night. They're being tormented by anything, all kinds of things. Everything, deadlines, by guilt, shame, fear, indigestion. Everything is coming towards your enemies, and I could hear that in the spirit. And so I just wanted to share that. So the Lord will tell you to rest because it is the opposite of them right now. And again, rest does not mean idle and laziness, but it is divine rest. And so you'll know what to do and you'll know the right pace to go while acknowledging him. I failed to say that. So again, I love this word. It's saying to rest. It's also, I just look at this. It says that it's a recovery of breath. That is amazing. I'm looking at this definition even further. And it says, it's not just like regular breathing. It's saying it's a recovery of breath, a refreshing. This is beautiful. So may you be refreshed in this time, or whenever you feel led that the Lord is leading you to rest and it's unexpected, be obedient to that for whatever reason. And I think that was just it. There's something else I want to share, but I don't know if it's directly connected to this. So I will just share about it in another one. But basically, it was about not having to feel like you have to perform, about resting when you have a gift and a talent and like a very high anointing. I think I'll just put a little bit right there. But basically, also resting is knowing how to steward your gift the right way. And I'll leave it there for now. But it is connected to rest, but it is really a whole standalone word. So I just want to say be blessed. Oh, and lastly, I want to share about Martha and Mary, which is very important. The remnant, I believe, are the Marys. You know how there's always two in the Bible? Like there's a Martha, there's a Mary, you know what I mean? And so the Lord was sharing, I was reading right now about Martha and Mary. It just had it up and I think it closed out. Martha and Mary. But basically, he was saying, he was saying that Martha was kind of coming against her sister Mary in the Bible because she was saying there was so much to do. This is very important, actually. And that's kind of, that we'll both have to battle that because I have a lot to do as well. I really do. And I have like this whole manifesto to get it all done. And I'm like, oh, this is not the time. You'll feel like it's not the time to do that. So let's go ahead and go into the book of Luke, chapter 10. At the home of Martha and Mary, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he said. Hallelujah. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. You see, Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. 41, verse 41. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Woo! Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. My goodness, I love it. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. So you guys sit with that word. Let the Holy Spirit give you your own juice, your own gems, your own nuggets from this. But obviously it's self-explanatory. You know, there's two sides. There's always going to be things to do. But what I want to capitalize is the other sister, Mary rested. But she didn't just rest, she was listening to the Lord. She valued, there was priority. And so it looked like she was just resting, but she was also listening. And whatever he told her to do, she did. So sometimes people look really, really busy. And remember, Martha, the busy one, the complaining one, was actually working for the Lord, I believe. She was working, to serve the Lord. He was her guest. And so you can look like real busy serving the Lord. Even though those are things that are, there's customs and things that need to be done. You can look real busy. but are you doing the right thing, the highest thing to do at the moment? There always will be time. But if you're doing, like, if you're before the king, you just need to do the exact right thing at the moment. And she was listening. The sister that was right was listening. He said that won't be taken from her. Woo! See what I'm saying? So there is power in rest. There is a gift in rest. When we're resting, even in the natural, that's when our body is healing a lot. It's a gift. Remember, I just had a visitation from Grace. So this is connecting with Grace. Grace is not off the muscle. Hello. Grace is a gift. It's a gift. It is rest. It's not from the muscle. Okay? So I just want to share that. Lots of love. I will share as I'm led to, and be ready for this new good word that is coming whenever I am released to do it. And have a great week, you guys. Lots of blessings. Remnant GEMZ144. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you.